Hello. So weird when you just started off. Hello. I don't know. I just want to talk about Jesus. He's the way, the truth, and the light. It's not gonna change. This is just how it is. If you want to be happy, I make videos about being happy. You want to be healed, you go to Jesus. Sometimes life is difficult, and it's like you got an angel on one and the devil and that devil on the other. But you should always know also, in Isaiah 54:17, it says no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. So even when the enemy comes at you, never take the bait, because you know, you just decide how you're going to handle yourself. If we call ourselves children of God and we say we want to go to heaven and be worthy enough to be seated by the King, or even in his presence and Jesus Christ, we can never act as if in this world. Um, just within the past, I thought it was a couple of days, but this has been going on like a month. I've had someone, I'm not going to say close to me, but just someone I've accepted and try to look out for despite the situation. Um, and I tried to, help them or whatever, and come to find out they told a lie on me to some authorities where it could have got me in some trouble. And it took a lot for me not to just go knock on the door and just be like, what was that about, or whatever, win or lose. But I knew it came out of jealousy. I've been through this before, years before. So, I'm wiser, I'm stronger now. And, I'm not even going to lie, like I wanted to make a video. Well, I had already made a video, and about the no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And, just letting y'all know, remind yourself that. But then God, the Bible, how he works, he took me to Ecolastics, and basically he was saying, it made me feel like he was basically let him handle the evil. And I, even in my video, I was still like low key being not petty, but I was, being a little, I don't know, you would just have to see it, but I'm not going to post it. But um yeah, yeah, I've been falsely accused. And it's kind of like Daniel, that got thrown in the lion's den, and they thought when they threw him in, and the Meshach, Shadrach, it's three of them, and Abednego, when they got thrown in the furnace because they went. Oh, I'm telling you, I literally was going through. I had like three giants, three situations. One in the home, one next door, one down the street. It just was crazy, and I did feel low. I felt real low. But Jesus, how I started the video, Jesus is the way, because now I got, oh God, it feels so good to let him in and let him take the problem. He was like, give me the will, give me your burdens, I'll give you rest. And because, the girl was getting like, what's going on, and I knew I couldn't just say F it and just go fight and go off and go, because some people needed to be saved, because if they didn't, they'd be in jail right now, or dead, or done. Yeah. And I didn't want that. God knew my kids didn't need that, and I didn't need that. But yeah, Jesus, every situation, I'm telling you, like, I'm making these videos, but like life is still happening to me, and I always vow to keep it real. And honestly, I just got thrown in the lion's den, but what they thought was that the lions was going to eat me or destroy me. But do you know who God is? Like, the one true God. I'm not talking about these ancestral gods. I'm not talking about these chakra gods. I'm not talking about this manipulation witch thing, because it is so real, and it's so, my eyes are getting so open to it. I'm talking about the Alpha, the Omega, the he say, when I say, what do I say? Or Moses said, what do we say when we say who you are? He say, tell him I am who I am. Like that is just, either you gonna get that or you not. And the one who I am, the one that created it, we don't even have an imagination. We can't even think outside of his imagination. Like he said, like we wouldn't even know, like when you're a little girl and you or boy and you draw pictures and you're coloring, you're like, okay, the sun is yellow, it's right there, the grass is green, that's right there, the sky is blue. Who gave us that? Yeah, I could see. I like it though, his creation, and he's faithful, and as long as you're obedient, he'll bless you. And y'all, they you throw someone in a lion's den, but you don't know who you just threw in the lion's den, or you don't even know the God they serve, or how much God. And he can love y'all like that if y'all just quit being evil. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. And Jesus, when they threw those three, I think they were brothers, they went, okay, boy, one, boom, one. They threw him in the lions. They threw Daniel in the lions. Then they thought the lions was going to eat him. Didn't. Closed the mouth. And then another situation in the Bible and in real life, it happens. Don't bow down to no other gods. Like, you just don't bow down to no other gods. Like, you don't become a god. You don't become an idol. You don't idolize nobody. And I'm telling you, some people are in relationships where they start idolizing their partner, and it always turns back on them. Because God will always show you, yeah. And then you're like, why they don't love me? And they're using me, and they leave me, and they come and go. You idolize them, and now they know that you idolize them, so they're free to do what they want because they know you just obsessed with them, and don't nobody want nobody that's obsessed with somebody. And so these three brothers, they wouldn't bow down to this God. I don't know. It was a statue. It probably was a statue of the king at the time. And they went, and the king wanted everyone to bow down. They were like, bruh, I'm not about to bow down, because number one rule, first commandment, there shall be no other gods before me. That was God's first commandment. He was like, don't have no other, period. Don't have no other gods, period. And do not have no other gods before me. So the three brothers didn't bow down. That was like another situation of mine. Oh my God. And then when you get more spiritual, it's crazy. And, it fell. But I didn't. Yeah, don't bow down to other gods. And so they got so pissed that they wouldn't, the king got so pissed that the brothers wouldn't bow down to them, so they threw them in a fire furnace. And fire can kill you for one, but they turned it up. They turned the fire up, probably, I think, 6, 7 times, 10 times. They turned it up. And I'm talking about, they turned it up so hot where the people, the guards putting the people in the fire, they got burnt up because it was just that hot. But let me tell you something. That was karma on them, because you're working for someone evil, so bam, you just died. And two, it just show you how protected we are of Jesus. So when they threw them in the fire, someone said, King, Lord, whatever they called him, they said, didn't you put 3 in the fire? He said, yes, I did. He said, well, why do I see 4 in the fire? And he said, and I'm just paraphrasing, but he was like, and if I look a little harder, it looks like it was the Son of God in the fire. So not only did of help came, do you know who came in the fire? Oh, and I love it. I love it. I love it. You just, and then it goes back, and I'm going to say in the most gracefully way, no weapon formed against me or you shall prosper, because the God of the universe, the God of everything, and Jesus, his son, they will come to our rescue. They will help us. And I mean, you really need to just pick the side. Either you on this side, you on that. Do you need to walk around? When I was a little girl, I was like, oh, Jesus freaks. I hate to say it like that, but I used to think that, and I'm like, oh, the Bible, this and that, and this and that. But I'm telling you, it ain't even got to be all that. Like, you ain't even got to do all that. Like, but you can. But, it's just a narrow path, and it's honestly the true key of being happy, because we all go through stuff. We all get sad. We all need help, mental help, physical help, financial help. We all need help. We all lack something. We all got a demon assigned to us. We just need help, and if you don't think you need help, you really need help. Um, because life, man, and this is another thing. Why are we fighting each other? Like, me as a woman, why would I fight another woman when we got a whole adversary right here that is really just whispering in our ear, and he wants us to fight? And I don't know about you, but I ain't trying to say like I'm the smartest person, but I'm just trying to say, like, I know enough. Like, hold on, bro. Like, sometimes when me and my husband get in an argument, and I'm just like, why are we fighting each other? Like, let's talk it out. For one, we ain't got to yell because I'm right here. But two, do you not know we're married? And like any married people, duh, the devil wants y'all to fight. Like, you know what a gift from God that is? Like, it's a gift to be married. It's a gift. And two is better than one, and two saved people, two children of God, two disciples of God together. Who knew, you'd even end up together? That was nobody but God, for one. And two, now that you're together, oh yeah, the enemy's gonna try it. He's gonna try it real good too. And he be trying, but we're still here. And like I said, why are men fighting with men, beefing with men, and why are girls, women beefing with each other? And like my daughter, she every day she come home from school, she tell me about some beef, and I'm like, why is everyone beefing with each other? Like, there's a whole enemy that we can't even see. Like, the enemy where you crying at night and you can't even tell nobody you crying. The whole enemy where you got a drug habit and you can't get this itch off your back. The whole enemy where you got a porn problem and you think it's not, but it's, oh my God, it's demons, and there's nightmares, and we got real issues out here, and it's the enemy, and we're too busy fighting each other. Why are we fighting each other? I ain't trying to go to hell. Like, why do I need to fight you when I had to fight for my own mind, my own heart, my own life, my own um like, I don't get it. Like, why are we fighting each other? Like, why is there so much hostility? Like, these little basketball games, because basketball is going on, that's all right. Let's have a little fun competition. But in real life, when you just really mad at somebody and you're really fighting them and you hating on them and you're jealous to the point where you gotta try to get their kids taken away, or you trying to get them evicted, or you fired from the job, or a divorce between their spouse, like, or it could just be someone in your family, and you just trying to throw the confusion out there. That's the work of the devil. And it's like, why do people not understand that they're being puppets and they're being trained? I don't understand. Why is everyone, I'm sorry where this has come from, because I didn't even know I was going to talk about this, but why is everyone fighting each other? If you mad at me, I'm just going to say, look, I don't even know what to tell you, first of all. And second of all, guess what? I'm just going to be like, I'm sorry. And even if I didn't do nothing, like, I'm sorry you mad. Like, but that's your problem, you mad. Like, why are you mad? Like, that, I remember one time in high school, these girls, they didn't like me. And then, the guy I was talking to at the time, I have a child with him now, but the guy I was talking to at the time had asked the girl, why you don't like her? And she said, oh, I just don't like her. Boom. How you just don't like somebody? Now you have to ask yourself, because we've all been hurt, especially women. Like, I mean, men have been too, but I like girls, like women and friends and girl power because we know how it feels to be insecure and have our heart broke. Men do too, and that's, I'm not a man. Um, but why, if you done had your heart broke, you know what if, and even a man too, if everyone done suffered a death in the family, if everyone suffered depression before, insecurity before, a loss of a parent, a loss of a loved one, just hurt, whether it be in your mind or in life, or had to move away. Everyone has been hurt before. It's like white and black and Mexicans and Asian. We don't look alike, and we might not even serve the same God or have the same customs. But at the end of the day, we know what happy feels like, and we know what hurt feels like. We know what love feels like. We know what hate feels like. Why are we fighting? Like, you got one life, and when you think of eternity, because you're either going to spend your life in eternity, it doesn't stop. It just don't stop. And life, if you even get to make it to 70 years, 80 years, 90 years, it's literally just a piece out of a never ending line. So that little piece that we have here, why would I spend it fighting with you? This is all I got. This ain't no, we ain't cats. We ain't got no 9 lives and, oh, play over, play over. No, once you die, I'm sorry. Once you die, you die. So you gotta have these memories, you gotta look back on the memories. And when I realized that, I do try to live like I'm happy, and I am, but just singing. And Dougie, I'm sorry, it's in my husband's name. He'd be like, "You think life's a dream or La La Land or something?" I'm like, "It is." Like, because one day I know I'm just gonna look back and I want to have happy flashbacks. I don't want to be beefing with a girl, and we both know what it feels like to be hurt and abused and want happiness at the end of the day. I'm not about to waste my breath doing that, and no one should. Like, I just don't get why everyone is fighting. The enemy is trying to get us to fight. It's in the songs. I'm telling you, one day, I'm telling you, it's in the songs. They promote the violence. They promote the competition. They promote it. They promote it. They promote it. They promote it so bad where I can't even watch a basketball game. I mean, I'm done. But that's what I have today. That's what I want to say. So, thank you. Bye-bye.